early. I just realized that I set the stream for 3 o'clock Eastern instead of 4 o'clock. But I may just leave it at this time though, because I don't think 5 o'clock my time or 4 p.m. Eastern is going to be good because that's around the time Heath gets up. And shortly after that, we have dinner and so on. So sorry about the mix up, guys, but I'm going to leave it at 3 p.m. Eastern for now. So I'm not expecting many of you to show up today due to the mix up there, but I do apologize. I'm going to try and let some of you know now that I'm on early. Those of you who are new, I do fast food reviews, snack reviews from Canada, where I live in Nova Scotia, or Japan. Just 1 second. Oh, there you go, Van. Hey, bud. Yeah, sorry, guys. I was thinking 4 p.m. my time instead of 4 p.m. Eastern. But I'm gonna leave it at this time probably. 3 p.m. Eastern. It's just easier, right? If I have it 4 p.m. Eastern, we're an hour ahead of you guys. That's our dinner time, so I realized that wouldn't work. Hope everybody's doing well. And 1 second. I wish I had Discord on my phone. I don't really use it that much until recently. I really don't know. People know I'm on. Okay. Give me 1 second. Just a little bit nap, guys. I had a walk for half an hour or so, and then a little bit of a nap. So I'm just trying to wake up here. And I have no idea what I'm doing because my brain is not awake. I'll be all right. Give me 1 second. Oh, I can't type on early. Oop. There we go. Okay. Oh, there's David. Hey. Hey, guys. Sorry about the mix up with the time there. I keep forgetting sometimes, not all the time, that I'm an hour ahead of you guys. So I was thinking an hour at 4 o'clock my time. But I'm probably going to keep it at 3 p.m. Eastern, like I was just saying. Anyways. And I'm probably going to review this today. I got Kit Kat Chunky Popcorn. Yeah, you heard right. Popcorn. But I'm going to wait until more people trickle in. No, it's weird that it's not dark out when I'm doing this. This is just peach juice, by the way. I'll tell you why I don't like Sundays. I like Sundays and I don't. And Sundays I just find nice to relax, but it reminds me that I have to work the next day. You know what I mean? So I think that's part of the reason why I started doing it on Fridays, but it no longer was working. So there's no Pringles pancake breakfast. If somebody told you that, you were misinformed. You can have the Kit Kat popcorn breakfast. Oh my god, guys! I'm sorry about the mix-up with the time there. I thought I already set it for 3 Eastern, so that's why I just left it. But and let's see what stories I have to tell you guys today. But yeah, sorry about the mix-up, guys. I apologize for that. I'm gonna post on my social media later. I'm gonna leave it at 3 p.m. Eastern. You know what I mean? You've been bamboozled. I never promised a Pringles pancake breakfast. You bamboozled yourself. Oh my goodness. If you were promised that, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Um, wow, White Castle's been around for 100 years? Okay, I didn't know that. I really wish you could get the White Castle frozen sliders here. I know in Nova Scotia I haven't seen them here. I didn't bamboozle you though. I love you too, David, but I did not bamboozle you. Someone else must have. Hey, Mumbo. Sorry, guys, about the time there, but I'm gonna be leaving at 3 p.m. Eastern. I realized just a few minutes ago my time isn't gonna work. I mean, for Eastern isn't gonna work because it's 5 o'clock my time and it's dinner time. So I apologize, guys. Oh, and Mumbo, I'm gonna be reviewing this in a moment. Kit Kat Chunky popcorn. Yes, popcorn. That's getting interesting. I'm just waiting for more people to trickle in here. I know it's Sunday, right? I'm not expecting a lot of people today. I know you're joking. Oh my gosh, David. I was joking back with you. Like this, you'll know I'm joking back. I wasn't taking you seriously. I was joking too. You know, take it or leave it. 100% being honest about that. You know, I'm always honest with you guys. So I knew you were joking. If I gave the appearance I thought you weren't. Sorry, my brain's still trying to wake up, guys. I just had a little bit of a nap. So if I look tired, that's why. Well, I had a walk for about half an hour. I was staying longer, but it was starting to get a little cold. So I came back inside. And then I fell asleep for a few minutes. So it was an unplanned nap. And then here I am. Okay, could have sworn there's more stories on here. Okay, let me see what I've got saved. Okay. This is a really good one, guys. I'm going to read the first one, and then I'm going to review the chocolate bar. Okay, so this one is from BuzzFeed. People are sharing their wildest, I need to speak to the manager customer stories, and I'm fuming. You should hear some of these. Before I go reading these, how many of you work in customer service or have worked in customer service? Any of you guys? What's the wild? Have you ever had anybody ask for a manager? And what's the weirdest or wildest reason? If you can't think of anything now, I'm going to start reading them, but you just let me know in the comments there. Okay, so this is the first one. I worked at a restaurant and two men didn't want me to take their cash because, and this is a direct quote, I would give them the wrong change because women are bad with money. Hey, J Vlog, welcome. Wait, what are you doing up so early? Is it 4 a.m. for you? We're glad to see you here. Used to? Well, we're glad to see you, J Vlog, regardless. Because this person said he worked at a restaurant, two men didn't want them to take their money because she was a woman. And they said because because she's a woman, they would give back the wrong change. I gotta start over. I worked at a restaurant. Two men didn't want me to take their cash because I would give them the wrong change because women are bad with money. They then asked to talk to a male manager. They left me less than $1 tip and wrote on a napkin, "You should have been nicer." Are you freaking kidding me? J-Vlog, the only reason I know it's 8 morning for you because here it's like 4:10 p.m. for me in Atlantic time zone. Once after spring forward, it's the same time for me here as it is for you guys there. Well, except it's reversed. Like if it's morning and it's 4 o'clock, here it's 4 o'clock for me, but it's the afternoon. So that's how I knew it was the only reason I knew it was around 4 a.m. or just after that. Can you believe that? Like those guys are like really sexist. They wouldn't let her take their cash because she's a woman and women are bad with money. And then they want to speak to a male manager. And then they left her less than $1 tip on a napkin that she should have been nicer. Yeah, 12 hours difference. Yeah, after spring forward is 12-hour difference. Yeah. I just thought it was an easier way of explaining it. Can you believe that? I'm like, I'm sure she was nice, but like, it's nice she could have been to somebody who was being a prick like that. I don't know. I would, if I could have served someone like that. I do, though, occasionally get customers in my call center job. As soon as they hear I'm a woman, and I've had people, I've had guys ask to speak to a male advisor, or someone who's a man. They don't want to talk to me just because I'm a woman. I've had it only not very often, but I've had that happen a couple of times. They refused to speak to me just because I was a woman, and they asked for a supervisor, and they're like, "And I want you to guarantee me you can get me to a male supervisor." And I said, "I can get you to," and I told them this very well before I got promoted. I was like, "I can get you to supervisor, but I can't guarantee they're going to be male. It's the look of the draw, right? Whoever you get is whoever you get. I have no way of knowing if it's going to be a man or a woman. I can transfer you to a supervisor, but I can't transfer you to male or female. You know what I mean? There are a lot of stupid people in this world. Yes, I've learned this, especially from working in customer service for fast food for over 20 years, not by choice. And even though I love my call center job because it's a tech job, I run into people all the time. People who are like, don't understand the difference between the lock code, screen code on their phone and the password on their account, right? That they sign into to get all their information on their phone. Like, you don't know the difference between, you know what I mean? Like a lock code and the password. uh, well, I'll tell you guys something. I do love working. I do love my job. I will say this though. I've been doing the call center job for about just over 4 years now. Um, the first year of the pandemic has been the hardest. You know what I mean? I find people a lot more stressed, a lot harder to deal with, they're more unreasonable. Like they're not really that reasonable. They insist on a new device and they won't get off the phone. I had this one lady who would refuse to get off the phone until she got a new one. I said, "Look, I have offered you options I have. It's either this or this." But I want a free phone. I'm like, "You're not going to get one. I'm sorry." But anyways, on to number two. I work for an energy company. A customer wanted my manager because I wouldn't give them a free sample of electricity. Another customer wanted to complain because he didn't like the smell of the gas. I was more concerned that they could smell gas rather than what the smell was like. Or sorry, yeah. Yeah, I read it right. Sorry. Quick fact, they add the foul smell to gas so you notice it. Okay, that one I really don't get. I do get it, but anyway. I have noticed that my call center, we service North America. I get more American customers than Canadian. And this is a fact. I'm not saying like, I accept everybody no matter what race they're from, but I've noticed this with my job. Canadians, and a few Canadians I get are really easygoing. They're more willing to work with me and allow me to help them, or they're more willing to accept that I've offered whatever options I'm able to offer. Americans are not so easy. They feel like they are entitled to a free device, even though their insurance that comes with the phone stipulates you have to pay like a fee when it's accidental damage. And they don't seem to understand that the hold that's being placed when they want a replacement device is just temporary and they get it back. Oh, I know, David. You seem pretty easygoing. You seem pretty cool. Like, it doesn't matter. I know. And apparently, when I was doing some training, there's this poll taken. Like, I can't say which company it is. Said that 90% of customers were okay with the replacement option, the way it worked. Well, I'd like to know who they polled because every single person I talked to about it on the phone, 9 times out of 10, most of them are not okay with the way it works. Hey, Tripsters! After I read this story, I'm going to be reviewing this. Chunky popcorn. Oh, sorry, Kit Kat chunky popcorn. Sorry, guys, for the times there. I got a little mixed up, but I'm probably going to leave it at 3 p.m. Eastern. If that's okay with you guys, after the live stream, I'm going to be leaving it up. Just let me know in the comments if it's not okay. But I'm just reading weird stories where people ask for the manager trips, just to clue you in. Okay, number 3. I used to work as a waiter. One time a customer asked to speak to my manager because she didn't like the lighting of the restaurant. Are you kidding me? This is really what it says. A customer asked to speak to the manager because she didn't like the lighting of the restaurant. She said it didn't match her aesthetic and she wanted it changed so she could take photos to post on Facebook. I have honestly never been so annoyed. She made a huge scene saying I was being disrespectful because I wouldn't change the lighting for her. Oh my god, that was hilarious. Are you serious? So what do you guys think of that? Because we're asking you to change the lighting because they don't like the aesthetic, or sorry, it doesn't match their aesthetic. So they can take photos. They want to change so they can take photos to post on Facebook. Really? That's hilarious. It's hilarious. It's like when I worked at A&W, right? Those who don't know, at least A&W in Canada. Oh, hey, Night Riders gal. No, Night Riders gal, you were right. I thought you had the time correct. I said it wrong. But I'm gonna have to leave it at 3 p.m. Eastern because 4 p.m. Eastern isn't gonna work for me. I'm an hour ahead of you guys, right? So I was thinking 4 o'clock my time, not 4 o'clock your time. So for you guys in Eastern time, it's just after 3. For me, it's like, okay, well, it's almost 4:30 now, but for me, it's almost 4:30. So it's going to be 3 p.m. Eastern. I'm just going to leave it unless you guys want me to change it. I would turn off all the lights and say, oh no, we have no power. Here's your food to go. I love that. I love that. Good to see you, Network Gal and Jay Vlog. You're up really early, but hey, I'm so glad to see you. So anyways, yeah, when I worked at A&W, I don't know if you guys know, at least A&W in Canada, they don't have ice for the drinks. I had this customer come up to me and he was ordering all nicely, nice and plate and everything when he was ordering. And then he asked for ice in his drink. And I explained to him nicely why we didn't have ice for the drinks. I can't remember exactly what they wanted us to say, but I said even mentions it on the cup here why we don't have the ice, right? And then he started yelling and screaming and making a scene. This is like in the middle of the mall food court. Well, Milton Mall, which isn't very big. And he would not say, I'm not leaving until I get my ice. I said, sir, we don't have ice. I'd love to give you some, but we don't have any. What kind of fast food place doesn't have ice? Sure, one of these other places have ice machines. None of the other places did, actually. So I'm sorry, none of the other places have ice machines either. You can ask them. If you like, I can give you a drink. You can ask if they have ice, but I don't think they do. Right? And he was like, I want my money back. I was like thinking, really? Because we don't have ice? Yeah, sorry, Night Riders gal. Yeah, I was thinking 4 o'clock in my time for the stream. I was thinking 4 o'clock Atlantic, not Eastern, when I made the times for the polls. I do apologize, guys. Anyways, yeah, this guy was like screaming at me because we didn't have ice. It's like, he said to me, you're gonna give me ice. It's like, I can get some from the freezer in the back. So I'm like, oh my goodness. Another time, I was working in the cook in the back. My friend was serving this lady, and the lady was insisting that the sausages were burnt. They weren't. She said they're too brown. She complained the sausages were too brown, insisted they were burnt. But this lady was like reeking of whiskey. She was like 3 sheets to the wind. And she was like, and she was really, really drunk. And she was like yelling and screaming. And she was being really, to the point she was like harassing us. And she threw food at us. And we called mall security. By the time we called mall security, she was out of the mall. I didn't realize till after she left, it was a friend of mine. It was her mother. I knew her. See, that's why AW Canada doesn't. It dilutes the taste, but I like ice in my drink regardless of dilution of the taste. Doesn't really bother me, but everybody's different, right? See, I prefer ice, but I understand why people don't. This is another one. You guys will get a kick out of this one. You think that one was funny? This person says, I worked at Michael's one summer in my youth. An elderly lady once wanted to return yarn that had already been knitted into a skirt. We do not have people unknitting items in the back. Of course, she had to embarrass herself by speaking to the manager and making a second jaw drop. Yeah, she was burnt, all right. Oh no, then some. Too much whiskey. And I felt embarrassed because I realized after that I knew that was my friend's mom. I was like, oops. Isn't that funny? Like, really? You knit the yarn into a scarf and then you were trying to return it? Well, they get better, guys. Listen to this one. One of my jobs required taking passport pictures. A ridiculously high percentage of those customers would come in fresh from the gym with sweaty hair and no makeup and then screech about how horrible their photo looked. Some of them would ask for the manager. I was the manager. And then demand to talk to the business owner. I was even asked to fix pictures in Photoshop. No, you didn't, John. I got the time wrong. I meant 3 p.m. Eastern, not 4. And I made a mistake with the poll, but I'm just going to leave it for 3 p.m. Eastern, if that's okay with you guys. I apologize, guys. We're talking about weird stories where people wanted to ask for the manager. This last one was, someone worked at Michael's and this lady tried to return the yarn, but was already knitted into a scarf. That's hilarious. The photo one, yeah, really? It's not their job. Use Photoshop. It's hilarious. Okay. Listen to this one. I work as a service rep for a door manufacturer. A customer called in stating we needed to come fix her door because we were killing her guinea pig. I'm sorry. It sounds funny. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing because of the killing guinea pig part, but it sounds funny. I was stunned for a second, then asked what the exact problem was. She said the door was drafty and the guinea pig's cage was on the floor, so the cold air from the draft was killing it. I explained that due to the pandemic, technicians were only going out for emergencies. She continued to scream and asked for my manager. She proceeded to tell my supervisor that I was out to kill her guinea pig and was the most cold hearted person she'd ever talked to. My manager politely asked why she couldn't move the cage. That's what I was thinking when I first read this one. When I first read this, and I read this one actually, that's what I was thinking. Why can't they just move the cage? When I was in school, talking to I saw an older female driver pass up. Her off ramp came and please stop through reverse and went down the off ramp she passed. Oh gosh, I gotta tell you guys for a second. My grandmother, God rest her soul, was a horrible driver. Whenever there's a left turn, there's this left turning lane, she would always miss. You know what I mean? And she'd stay in the straight lane, but instead she would turn. And then she'd wonder why everybody always honked at her and screamed at her because she wasn't in the turning lane. She's very lucky we didn't get into an accident. Had a 9+ year old lady ask for anti-wrinkle cream. Here it is, but I don't think it'll help. That's funny, really? Yeah, at that age, I don't think it's gonna help her. Actually, I wouldn't have said anything. I said, here you go. I laughed about it after, but that is funny. Anti-wrinkle cream, really? Oh my goodness. Listen to this one, okay? I worked at Panera in high school, and one time a lady requested Chick-fil-A sauce on her sandwich. I thought she was messing with me. I laughed a little, then jokingly reminded her we were at Panera, not Chick-fil-A. She called me a rude witch, but probably meant bitch, and demanded to speak to my manager, who essentially laughed at her and walked away. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, Night Rider Gal. Did you really say that, J Vlog? Inquiring minds want to know. Okay, no problem, John. Oh, that is funny. I'm kind of opposite, saying that kind of relates to that. When I was working in A&W, there was for a while, a long time, there was no grandma burger. Like in A&W Canada, it was called. You said that? Oh my gosh. I would have said that. I would have thought it for sure in my head, but I would not have said that. Oh, I can't believe you said that. Oh my gosh. What did she say? Did she say anything? um, bitch fillet. That's good, David. I like that. Bitch fillet. So it was my NW story. NW Canada, they go by like the mama, papa, grandpa, and then teen burger, right? Like mama's a hamburger, you know what I mean? Papa's a double burger, grandpa's a triple burger. The teen burger is like cheese, bacon, less tomato, all that stuff on it. And there was this joke for a long time. Customers come in and say, "Oh, so who killed grandma?" And they thought they were so original, and they thought they were the funniest person in the entire world. And after of hearing that joke from different people a lot, I got tired of hearing it. I didn't find it funny anymore, so I just couldn't laugh. I'm sorry, I can't do fake laugh if I don't find something funny. And this one guy just glared at me and said, I'm sorry, I hear that a lot. She had no reply, just a okay, and spent the next 20 minutes looking. Oh my goodness. When we were sold out of items that were in the flyer, I'd say, I can't help you. Your bad timing. I can't believe you said that either. See, those are things I would think. I would never say that to somebody. No offense to you, you know what I mean? Wow. Never say that. Yeah, though it's true, but I wouldn't say it. Oh my gosh, that's funny. This is another one. I worked at Tiffany & Co. A customer once threw a fit because I wouldn't refund her for a $900 bracelet she allegedly bought, dropped, and broke. She didn't have the item or the receipt, nor was there any record of her purchase in our system. So someone just trying to get free jewelry, sounds like. She asked to speak to the manager, who also refused a refund. Well, yeah, you don't have the item. You don't have a receipt. There's no record in their system saying you bought it. So chances are you didn't buy anything there in the first place. You're just trying to get free jewelry. Hey, Sammy. Again, guys, so it's going to be 3 p.m. Eastern every Sunday. I just haven't updated the schedule yet. I apologize about the mix up with the time. Anyway, good to see you, Sammy. That's something I would want to say. See, I never say what I want to say. I try to keep my mouth shut. Number 9, customer requested my manager because I wouldn't check out her items from a different store in the mall. Oh my, what? She thought she could just walk around the whole mall and then pay at any store. How dumb can you be? Okay, that person was really, really dumb. You have to pay at the store you got the items from. You can't just walk around the mall and pay where you want, wherever you feel like paying. Oh my god, I can't believe that. They got mad. The customer got mad at them because they wouldn't check out her items from a different store. My question is, how could you leave the store the items were from without alarms going off? That's my question. Yeah, we're talking about customer service stories, at least right now, Sammy. This is number 10. I was working at a fast food restaurant that sells chicken nuggets. A customer wanted to speak to a manager because the nuggets were too brown. Not overcooked, not dry, but brown. She asked us if we could make them less brown, and we had to tell her that we couldn't undercook the nuggets for her, for health reasons. Oh my god. 3 Studio Slaps come to mind. Really? Your nuggets are too brown? They're supposed to be brown. You know what? I go wonder with people. I really do. You know what I mean? Okay, here's another one. Something prevalent in retail is called ticket switching. Someone will take a tag off a cheaper item and put it on a more expensive item, hoping they could get away with a huge deal. One time I was called to the registers for a customer arguing about a price. There was a $9 clearance sticker on a $100 pair of shoes. Oh my goodness. I can see where this is going. I didn't read all of this yet. The clearance tag was all mangled and torn and clearly pulled from another item and placed on the box. She argued up and down, said she was going to call the Better Business Bureau, and swore I had to honor that price. I calmly explained that, yes, if we make a mistake, we do honor the price. But this was obviously not done by us. I explained that I would make sure we reviewed our camera footage of the area where she found the shoes to make sure a dishonest customer didn't change the price. At the mention of a camera, she quickly ended her argument and left. Gee, I wonder why. didn't know they had cameras, I guess. And then when the cameras were mentioned, she's like, "Oh crap, they're gonna see what I did." So I can't believe someone would even try that. Like, you don't think the cameras would see you? Anyway, oh, see my little gray covering it up again. I can't believe that. Is this a new streaming app? Yeah, Restream. I don't know. Ask JVlog. He recommended it to me a while ago. Because I stream both to YouTube and Twitch at the same time, and it doesn't cost me anything using it. So I don't know too much about it yet, so I would ask him. But yes, free. This is another one. I worked at Walgreens where, oh God, where we sell reloadable debit cards. That means like basically like a reloadable Visa or MasterCard thing, I think. A woman bought one and wanted to return it because she couldn't figure out how to activate it. I calmly told her it was store policy. We had signs and stickers everywhere that gift cards were non-refundable. I offered to help her activate the card like I had for many others. 20 minutes later, a police officer came in because she had called to say Walgreens was stealing her money. I explained the situation. The cop talked to her. Then I used the phone to set up her card. I've seen some wild things, but that was the wildest. Oh, okay. I can remember. Sorry, I'm noticing your story here. I can remember a customer asking me if I read tea leaves after she finished her Chinese tea. I looked, saw one leaf by itself and others clumped together. I said, "You don't have many friends, do you?" What? Oh my God, what did they say? She gave me a look that pretty much proved me right. I never read leaves again. Oh my goodness, that is too funny. So brain cell deficiency. Yes, these kind of people, I don't think they should reproduce. If they do, I'm really, really scared. Hey, Trump Johnson. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Jackie, aka. Oh, hey, Carol. How you doing? Jackie, aka Carol Domick. What? I'm not Carol Domick. Or are you Carol? Anyway, moving on. Okay, I worked at a fast food place and a guy came in requesting fresh unsalted fries. 100% doable. We just make new fries, which took about 5 minutes. After he'd been waiting a few minutes, he asked where his food was. I informed him that his fresh fries were cooking. It'd be a few more minutes. He proceeded to yell at me for not giving him fast food and requested the manager. That was funny. You know what? Like that's when I worked at Burger King and A&W. I always told people, how long it was when they had to wait. I mean, it's just like this one time though. This couple, and I know I told you guys this story before, but they ordered like chicken sandwiches or something, and we had none left, or they weren't fresh. So said you'd have to wait, about 5 minutes for fresh ones, and then I let them know like when you get them, they're going to be hot. And even when giving them the order, I said, please be careful. Wait a few minutes before you start eating because they're going to be really hot. I don't want you to burn your mouth or anything. I even warned them again to be careful and not eat it right away. And what does the guy's wife do, or his fiance? I'll tell you how I know that in a second. She starts eating it right away. So I know he comes up to the counter yelling and screaming at me that we scarred his fiance for life and that they're getting married the next day. And I said, look, when I handed you the order, I warned you guys not to eat it right away. I warned you that it was going to be really hot and to wait a few minutes. Yes, I'll agree, David. Here's another one. I worked at a convenience store as one of my first jobs. A man had his 125 eaten by the air machine, which while on the property was not owned or run by the store and had a label saying so. He freaked out and demanded a refund, which I was not allowed to give him. He insisted on speaking to my manager, but I was alone in the store, so I offered to call him. Instead, he started insisting I give him my manager's personal phone number, which I refused. He tried to come behind the counter toward me, all the while screaming at me. I was clutching the phone, about to call 911 when someone else entered the store and he stomped out. It was terrifying. All for $1.25. I'll tell you guys another story about that. When I was working in the drive-thru Burger King, it was during lunch. Yes, you can't fix stupid. I agree, Mumbo. It was during lunch, and here in Canada, we don't have pennies anymore because they got rid of them because nobody uses them, right? Which makes sense. So we're just wasting money making pennies, so we stopped. Well, they had a vote and everything, and we ended up voting to get rid of them. But anyways, this is before um, pennies we got rid of them. This lady would not move from the drive-through until I gave her 1 penny change. I am not kidding you guys. She refused to budge. I went into the office in the back to try and get rolls of pennies, but of course we didn't have any because they're getting rid of them, right? So our manager stopped getting rolls of pennies. We're like, why you gonna get rolls of pennies if they're getting rid of them, right? And I said, I'm sorry, we have no pennies at all. I can't remember how I had to get my boss in the back, the owner, and to come and talk to her. Like he was also my boss, the owner, to come and talk to her at the window. She refused to move. Eventually, she left, but like all for 1 cent. You think $1.25 is bad? 1 penny. This lady wouldn't move from the drive-through window for 1 cent change. Oh my goodness. Hey Rachel, good to see you again, guys. Sorry about the mix up for the time there. So it's gonna be 3 p.m. Eastern, not 4. I'm just gonna leave it as it is. So nobody gets mixed up again, but I do apologize. Yeah, just for 1 penny. I'm surprised that the US hasn't gotten rid of pennies. I don't think anybody even uses them anymore in the US either. Probably not. You guys realize how much money they probably save if you guys got rid of them? Yeah, so what we do now, right, because we don't have pennies, is when you give someone change, you round it off. So you know what change, that's how we do it now. Yeah. I should have told her that. Go look for a penny. Go look for one. Yeah, as far as the US hasn't, I think you guys should too. You would save a lot of money. You know what I mean? That's why we got rid of them. You know how much money? I can't remember how much money the government saved, but it was a lot. Here's another one. I had a woman demand to see the manager because her tuna sandwich was too fishy. What do you expect? It's tuna, which is fish. So it's going to be fishy. Yeah, buckets of pennies I do nothing with. Not worth the hours rolling them. Well, exactly right. Well, there you go. See, that's the one thing I don't understand. As someone here in Canada, right? When I was a cashier, if someone gave me an American coin, I would take it. But whenever I've gone to the States for vacation and I try and use a Canadian coin, my change, they refuse to accept it, no matter which coin it is. No matter if it's a quarter or a dime or a nickel, they refuse to accept it. You think it would save the government a lot of money, especially right now with the pandemic, right? I'm sure that the government's lost money, you know what I mean, trying to help people with the surplus program, right? Just think how much money they could get back, you know, maybe help people or help the economy and so on if they got rid of pennies right now. You know what I mean? Like, no, not, I would make jewelry out of them, sell them. Like, have everybody roll their pennies, return them to the bank. That's what they did here. I don't know. They encouraged people to bring their pennies to the bank and get money in exchange. save the money. Yeah, save the money for, like, I don't know, for maybe people who are homeless or need housing or need food, or or to help the economy, right? 7.5 cents to make a nickel. 2 cents to make a penny. Yeah, it was 1 penny, right? But you think about it. Hey, Robert, good to see you. How are you doing? You think about it though, right? That's just 1 penny though. Like, you'd save a lot of money not making. We saved a lot here. If nobody uses them, even 2 cents to make 1 penny is a waste. That's what I think, right? Like, if nobody's using them, why still make money? Like, you're wasting money to produce them. You know what I'm saying? Okay, here's another one. I was a manager at a grocery store that sold overstocked items from other stores at a discount. A customer wanted to speak to me because none of the lids on the juice bottles were the size he wanted. Oh my goodness. He was furious about the lack of diversity in our juice lid sizes and demanded I order juice with lids that were the specific size he wanted. Unfortunately for him, the dimensions of the juice lids are not listed anywhere, so I apologized and told him I wasn't able to do that. He later reported my terrible customer service to the store owner, who basically just laughed at him. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, here's another. An old couple kept insisting their fries were too cold. They made me come over with a manager and insisted I use a meat thermometer to take their temperature to prove they were cold. Oh my goodness. uh, I guess, yeah, Juice Box kind of guy, right? Oh god, these are good. A man bought and opened some headphones and wanted to return them even though they weren't faulty. I refused because they were open/used, and that's their store policy. The man demanded to see my manager because I refused to send the headphones off for DNA testing to prove he never worn them. What? Now that is crazy. He wanted them to send the headphones off for DNA testing so he could prove that he didn't wear them. Oh my gosh. Here's another. I work in a natural foods grocery store, and an older customer asked to speak to my manager because we sell ice cream with too much sugar in it. And as a health food store, a product with sugar should not be on our shelves. Okay. I'm sure you have, Robert, but I'm glad you're saying hi. You say hi whenever you feel like it. Trips Cully is so cute, but Eric is cuter. Eric needs to get a haircut. We love you, Eric, but you need a haircut. I know you can't get one right now, though. A woman asked to speak to my manager because her pesto sauce, which she ordered and ate entirely, had basil in it, and I hadn't told her that it did. She didn't ask. Oh my gosh. No, that's okay, Robert. Whenever you feel up to it, you join us, right? Or just lurk, whatever you feel up to. We're just glad to see you. And finally, I was assistant manager at a local coffee shop. You beat up too much on the little guy. No, they don't. Well, maybe they have reason to, because he doesn't like poutine. Oops, was that out loud? I was assistant manager at a local coffee shop. It was 6 a.m. on a cold morning, and a woman pulled my manager aside to inform her that my tight pants were distracting and upsetting her and her husband. I was wearing thick black leggings with a long sweater that went down past my butt and a large apron. They asked if I could be taken off shift or asked to go home and change. With my boss's permission, I took off my sweater and made sure my butt was facing them at all times. Oh, that's cool. Their boss let them do that. That's awesome. God, wearing a long sweater that's like goes way down past their butt and wearing an apron. Like, how is that revealing? Like, come on. Next Friday night live stream, Steve and Kelly get Rickard. Yes, that's a good idea. Oh my gosh, what's the wildest reason you've ever had? Because we're asking your manager, drop in the comments below. Oh, that's it. Oh, that was really good. Wow. um, I have yeah, I don't know. So I'm gonna try this. Oop, oop. Interesting, right? Kit Kat with popcorn. That's gotta be the weirdest flavor I've ever heard of yet. What? I bet he freaked out. Oh, poor Eric. Oh, yeah, that's popcorn. I don't know if you guys can see it there. Oh, that white is the popcorn. Let's try it. Mm. That should taste pretty good. Hmm. Oh. Hmm. Well, it tasted good with the chocolate. It's just plain white popcorn. It doesn't taste like it has butter in it or anything. But maybe that's because I thought it would go better with the chocolate. I think plain popcorn probably would go better with chocolate, and if it had a little bit of butter or anything on it. The kitchen gives him a reason to clean it. Or check if his ingredients aren't expired in his cupboard. Or, sorry, cabinet. Yeah, Robert's a bit of a troublemaker, but he means well. His bark is worse than his bite. So, what do you guys think I'm going to rate that chocolate bar? Out of 5, what do you think I would rate this? I'm going to have to rest later for dessert or something after dinner. But what do you think I would rate this, guys? And would you try it? Would you try Kit Kat popcorn? It's out of 5, Sammy. Oh god, you guys are so funny when you do out of 10. I always only do out of 5. I'm not sure why. Just ever since I started doing the review videos, I just do out of 5. I have no particular reason, but actually, Vin is correct. 5 out of 5. I really liked it. The popcorn actually went really well with the Kit Kat and the chocolate. Excuse me. I would actually get this again. So 5 out of 5, guys. 5 out of 5. Let me see if there's any other interesting stories I had here. No. Opens. Oh, here we go. Taco Bell opens digital-only restaurant in Times Square that serves booze. Interesting. There's a picture of it there. With social distancing, of course. So you want to straighten up my house and cleaning, trying to get rid of more stuff. I hear you, Rachel. Every time we move, we just throw out stuff we don't use. I know, yeah, this chocolate bar was really good. I was surprised. I thought it was kind of weird flavoring, pairing, for sure. But Actually pretty good. Taco Bell on its own. Let's add booze. Yeah, really, right? I don't know if I told you this, but my friends and I had a nickname for Taco Bell. We called it Toxic Hell. Although Taco Bell, I think their food has improved over the years, at least here in Canada. I'm not sure about the US. Anyway, Taco Bell is open digital only fast food joint and bar in Times Square that uses automated kiosks to take food orders, but it will still serve booze the old fashioned way. The Mexican themed chain said Tuesday the new location in the heart of Midtown features a bank of 10 kiosks where customers place their orders and pay. Opposite the kiosk stands a wall of locked cubbies that dispense tacos, burritos, and chips. The cubbies harken back to the days of automats that have populated Times Square in the decades through the 1970s. What Taco Bell said its new eatery represents the most forward tech eatery in the chain. Oh, you've been dusting. There you go, right? I give you a chance to have a break, so it's good. It started early. Yeah, I dusted earlier this morning. I went for a walk and that. Customers can see the burritos getting wrapped in the open kitchen, but when the order is ready, it's placed in the heated cubbies that then light up pink. Customers enter their order number on the touchscreen and the door opens. That is pretty cool. Talk about Baja Blast ice. That sounds really good actually. Baja Blast with a little bit of alcohol in it. That sounds really good. Oh, here's another photo of it from another angle. I know it's hard to see, but still Taco Bell told the Post that a human being will be stationed at a counter ready to take orders and accept payments. They'll also be charged with serving the drinks and checking IDs. Yeah, see, that's what I was going to think. You're going to have anybody there to check IDs, right? Make sure no one's underage. Mango strawberry fruitista freezes. I don't think we ever had that here, Rachel, but that sounds really good. I love strawberry and I love mango. That sounds really good. That sounds delicious. Yeah, very colorful, right? Yeah, I was wondering if they had anybody there to check IDs. That was my first question as soon as I read the title. um, so the new location will offer beer on tap and Taco Bell's usual booze menu. Okay, usual booze menu. Okay, which includes twisted freezies with rum, tequila, or vodka, as well as White Claw drinks. Built with the energy and on the go vibrance of the city of mind, the newest restaurant embraces technology in a whole new way to serve the demands of New Yorkers. Taco Bell, which is owned by Young Brands, says, okay, I don't care about that. The automated concept is expanding at a time when Taco Bell and other fast food restaurants are running into a call to hire workers. I don't know now. Maybe a lot of places are going to start hiring less workers, make everything more automated. Who knows, right? Puffs of something, something. You're funny, Sammy. Really, real pieces of fruit in them? Oh, that sounds really good, Rachel. Oh, here's another angle of it there. You guys can see that. It does look really colorful. Yeah, well, that's the end of that story, I guess. Okay, then. Yeah, I don't think I can do any more stories, guys. I just had extra stories just in case, but you can in the church do co-live chat. I that would be a lot of fun. I agree, Trump. Actually, I think maybe over a year ago now, when Ken was still looking into Discord. I chatted with him on a live stream once through Discord, I believe, because he was testing it out. It was me and one of the other moderators. I don't remember who. I think it was another moderator named Stephanie. Me and her. He was testing it out with us on a live stream. But I don't know if he's ever gone back to using Discord though. But yeah, it was fun chatting with them on a live stream. It was pretty cool. But yeah, that would be a lot of fun for sure. I understand Irish girl is it was a shot. I don't know when I'm gonna be able to get my first shot, guys. Right now, at least I don't know. It's so confusing. Every province here is doing it entirely different. Our province, I think, is trying to do it by age group right now. It's 55 and older. Um, so I have to wait until my age group before I can even get a first shot. And they're saying that not everyone's going to be vaccinated probably till at least the summer. So I don't know. Who knows? Oh my gosh. I'm trying not to open things here. But anyways, I'm going to probably have to go soon, guys, because I think Keith is going to be up. It looks like he's up now. You hear him wandering. Wandering. So hi guys, yeah, I'm gonna get going because we're probably gonna have dinner soon too. So yeah, good seeing you guys. This was a lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed the live review. So it's gonna be 3 p.m. Eastern, not 4. I apologize for the time mix up there. Yeah, everybody's saying morning, Heath. Yeah, because he works nights, that's why he's still just getting up. Those who don't know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. So it's gonna be 3 p.m. Eastern, but I am gonna update the schedule on the channel. Apologize for the mix up. Oh, that's okay, John. Good to see you. We're all leaving anyways, but good to see all you guys. Just remember, don't forget to watch my video tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern. My review on the Impossible Burger is coming out. I encourage you guys to check that out if you can. Give it a like and share or leave a comment. I really appreciate it. Love all you guys. Thank you so much for the support. And yes, stay safe out there. Try and stay safe best you can. And thank you for watching. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that bell. Bye, everybody.